Peace, peace. Yours truly, Ivory Soul's Journey and Tarot. How everybody doing this morning? I'll give y'all a couple minutes to come in for those that might be up and available. And we'll see what messages Spirit has for us. This early Rise Soul's Journey message. Let's see what's going on. We'll give y'all a couple minutes. What's going on? Kiki. What it do, y'all? What it do? What it do? Great day. Good morning, OCO. Assalamu alaikum. Wa alaikum salam. How's everybody doing? Big day, y'all. Very big day is upon us historically, but I want to touch on a couple of other things as well. And like I said, this channel, as a teacher, I'm not just here for tarot, folks. Definitely not just here for tarot. So we'll see what's going on here. Give y'all opportunity to come in, for those that want to come in. And let's see what's going on here. Let me know where you're checking in from. All right. What's going on, Kiki? What's going on, Chandra? Everybody doing okay? Deborah Long, Nisha, what's going on? Alabama in the building. Firefly, what's going on? Everybody doing good? East Texas. All right. We'll give y'all a couple more minutes. Let's see who all is up. Welcome, everybody, to the channel. Especially my first-time viewers. What's going on, Aisha Whitney? Victoria, how you doing? Yes. Chandra Robinson, you're in my hometown, as they say, birthplace. Memphis, Tennessee. What's going on, Tennessee? All right, folks. Now, I'm going to try to not be too, I'm not a politician. In fact, I don't vote. Once I knew how that process go, I just became uninterested. Once I knew that all the presidents are elected, before you vote, what's the point in voting? Now, I understand everybody's different, so that's why I said that's why I'm saying what I'm saying. Welcome back, everybody. Now, this is a Journal Soul's Journey's message. It will not resonate with everyone, nor will everyone agree. Fine. I'm sure you have your platform, your channel, your voice, your home, your environment, to whereas what you say is what you say, right? That's all it is here. You just stopping by. You don't have to agree with me. You don't have to agree with anything that I say, anything like that. We'll just bring a couple of receipts and we'll keep on rolling, right? So this video is really for informational purposes only. If you would like to support the channel, if you'd like to support the messenger, if you would like to support the message, just put some change in the bucket. I normally say, you want to support it, donate 99 cents. Now, I am working on something for my dad. I'll let everybody know in due time. I'll probably be doing some sort of memorial service And it's not because Pops is gone, folks. It's just a memorial service. Reason being, what most people, of course, don't know about my dad. My dad was a very great entertainer. And I'm going to say this right quick. When I found out that Dad opened up at 1966 on Mid-America Mall in Memphis, Tennessee, for those of you who might be familiar with the Memphis in May International Festival, where they have the big, huge international barbecue cookout contest every year. Well, it started back in 1966 on Mid-America Mall. All right. My dad opened up that festival. And right now, today, it is one of the largest festivals worldwide. He opened that festival up, folks. He sung Stormy Monday. If he was able to right now, he would sing it for you. So for me, it's more of a, a continuation, if you will, of giving him his flowers, if you will, while he's still here. All right. I'll keep everybody informed with that. All right. So I appreciate everybody. Thanks for your continued support. Let's go ahead. Now, I want to say this, and the reason why I'm doing this here is almost like it's a follow-up. I just did a video, I think, last week, and I was trying to explain to people that we're chartering uncharted territory. You don't have to like politics. You don't have to like none of this shit. You don't even have to. I don't vote. You're right. I understand because I don't either. But let me say something to you. And listen, one thing's for sure in this country: politics, religion, taxes, and capitalism/labor. That's going to always exist in this here country. In any capitalistic, quote unquote, demonocracy. Y'all call it democracy. It's demon. Go and spell the word before you get to the ocracy. And you'll see exactly what I'm talking about. Capitalism, you have to have laborers, slaves, if you will, modern day slave. People paying slave, people are working for slave wages, folks. Now, the title of the video just simply says, where do we go from here? And what can we expect in America? It doesn't matter your religion, your color. If you are on this land and you are being governed by the government in this country, I'm just being honest with y'all now. Now listen, when I say uncharted water, I actually did pull some energy or cards on the situation that's about to take place today. In fact, before I ever pulled cards, I talked to people and told people who Donald Trump was. Back in 2015, coming down that escalator, and I told everybody he was going to lose in 2020 because of the political establishments there be. All of these people, all these presidents and world leaders, folks, they are only puppets. They are administrators for these here countries. They're not the shot callers. They're not part of the 13 family. There's 13 families running this planet. 13. Now listen to me real good now. I'll be saying some things that, of course, you ain't going to agree with and you never heard of. All right. I want everybody that can get a chance to go and research Project Bluebeam. I've talked about it for years, but just go research Project Bluebeam. I want to tell y'all something. Where are we going from here now? Listen. There's about to be a revolution in this country. And it's going to change the fabric and the scope. What they want right now is they want your ass in the streets right now. Because when Trump was president, they held back martial law. Trump held back. I'm going somewhere with this now. Just follow me. Where do we go from here? Trump held back martial law. The Democrats wanted to lock this damn place down under lock and key of martial law. I'm just being honest with you. The Democrats are in power, but they're getting ready to lose bad. I'm not a Democrat. I'm not a goddamn Republican or a Democrat. I'm a human being. I'm just letting you know the country that you live in is under judgment. Now you don't. Now I told y'all. Now we got this here. If you don't pay attention, you're gonna get caught up. Where do we go from here? What do we need to be doing as people, not politicians, as people? It doesn't matter what your religion is. They could care if you worship a roach. As long as you in this country, you can worship a roach, a frog, a pet, a dog, a cat. You can worship any religious deity, if you will. Whether you Muslim, Catholic, Jew, Hebrew, Islam, it doesn't matter, folks. I'm telling y'all now. They want us to be divided with all these religions. That's why you have to realize who you are and who are you. You're a spiritual being first. Before you was ever religious, anything, believed in anything, you was a spiritual being that had a spiritual soul's journey's purpose by way through your soul. Now we're at the point that when this man, now listen to me good, don't get out of the politics mindset. I want y'all to think about something real good first. Think about something. and here, and listen, I'm not, if you, I wanted to turn the comments off just to get the message across, but that's not necessary. We all grown here. If you worship God, that's good. As long as you know who your God is, that's all that matters to you. That's all that matters. If you worship any God, that's fine with me. I don't worship a God. Definitely not a God by the Europeans, the Jews, the so-called Jews, or the Muslims. No, I don't worship them gods. I don't worship them gods. I'm sorry. That's fine. Like I said, on your channel, in your life, whatever and however you do, whatever you do on your channel, on your platforms, in your environment, in your life, you have every right to. Here on this channel, I might offend people, so I'm letting people know. If I say something and you don't agree with it, then you can either agree to disagree or you can just get out of the channel, get out of the live. But I'm here to talk about the human. I'm here to talk about the human. It's the human. When you came out of the sacred womb of the mother, the parent you chose to come here, when you came out of that womb, you did not know no God. You only knew universe. You only knew your soul's purpose. That's all you knew. You wasn't born in sin. You can't tell me now that there's a God out here. Since you want to talk about God, there is no God out here that's creating human beings born in sin. You can't be born in something that you're not. If we say God didn't create sin, so why would he want you to be born in it? Now, we done with that. I'm not here to teach on that. What I'm here to say to y'all, in this country, shit's finna get crazy. Soon as they flip this currency, see, they know what they doing. Let's say, for example, I want y'all to think, I want you to use logic. Just use some logic here, folks. Use some logic. Don't even try to guess who. Just do it like this. Treat it like this. Think of any politician you know, president or not. Think of any politician that you know of, that you ever heard of. And I want you to remember, in Washington, D.C., you will be surprised at how many of them paid for sex. That's number one, the politicians. You'll be surprised of how many of them have paid for sex in their political careers as they travel. You will be surprised of all the shit that, whether it's Trump, Biden, Obama, Clinton, all of this. It doesn't matter. They all are crooked. Every last one of them. They're all crooked. They're administrators and puppets. However, if Bill Clinton can get oral sex in the Oval Office and he's still walking around, this is while he's president in the Oval Office. Let's not get political. Let's use some logic here. Let's get some logic here. Use some logic. This man was president getting oral sex in the Oval Office. Fact. 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 Why am I saying this? It's important. All right. I want y'all to think about something. In 2015, they took, quote unquote, your president then, Barack Obama, and the puppet masters said, we're going to use a black man, if you will, to usher in what your Bible in this nation, when they say God, in God we trust, the Bible, all of that, I fine. I'd have been there. I'd have been a pastor. I'm authorized to say what I'm saying because I'm saying it from a place of experience. You have a situation now that they used a black man in 2015 to usher in the greatest sin that God does not like for those that are believers. We just talking here. The greatest sin. What was the greatest sin that God did not like? He called it the abomination. He destroyed 2 cultures because of this abomination. What was this abomination? Same sex. If you don't like what I just said, get off the platform. We already going to I already have dealt with this here. Since 2015, when they made it legal in this country for a man to marry a man and a woman to marry a woman, you open up that Pandora's box, that energy of Sodom and Gomorrah, if you will. You released it back into the atmosphere. And they used a black man to do that shit. The abomination. Go read your book. I'm trying to teach people. That's all I do. I'm not here to convince no damn body. Say what I say, like my daddy say. Say your speech, boy, and get off the stage. That's all I'm here to do. Say my speech and hit that end button. They used a black man to do that. There's a reason. There's a reason. So historically, you can't say the white man is the reason why we got same-sex marriages in there, even though that they are. We're not talking about skin color here. Where do we go from here is what I'm talking about. Now, from there, what happened? More people that are LBGTQUPFNG, they got more goddamn rights since 2015 than all of the fucking marching and killing and we shall overcome and all of that. They got all of your civil rights since 2015, and it was a black man that launched it up. Now, if you are heterosexual, soon one day you will be second-class citizens in this country. You're looking at modern-day Gomorrah, Sodom and Gomorrah. The Greeks. Since all of y'all like pledging sororities and fraternities, the Greeks. This was their cliche. You will find more Greek statues globally where you will see two men. The women were so mad in Greece that they started becoming celibate. They didn't want to have nothing to do with the men because they were descendants. Those Romans and those Greeks are descendants. Sodom and Gomorrah. Now, they might take the damn video down. I don't give a shit. They use that black man so they can put that shit on him. You ain't got shit to complain about because all they going to say, well, Obama was president. But listen, y'all better start waking up and seeing what it is and what it is, and it is what it is. Now, you get Bill Clinton, excuse my French, but he can get his shit sucked in the Oval Office. In the Oval Office. And he went 2 terms. The vice president now, when Clinton was president, this fool, Biden, yeah, I called him a fool. This fool called you and I, people of color or shade of high concentration of melanin, he called us savage ass beasts. Go back and look at the 94-95 tape and it's on the Senate floor. Your president right now, I don't care how you think this man likes you. He called you a savage ass fucking beast. And he stuck 250 police officers on the street, and y'all been complaining about the uprising and the increasing in police brutality. Because you know what? in 1868 and 1868 and 1870, every damn Democrat in this country voted for you not to be free, not to have a right to vote, as well as don't end the slave patrol. Every damn Democrat. You know why wasn't no Republicans? Because the majority of the Republicans were African American, Native Americans, Indians, whatever, Nijis. They took your party. You had 8 presidents before Washington. It's all about you and I now. I don't even want to talk about crooked Hillary, a Democrat. So if y'all want to be arguing about you ain't got this money, they ain't giving you this, they ain't giving you that, just think. You've been voting Democrat, Demon-crat. You've been voting Demon-crats. Y'all don't even care about etymology. You just say, I'm a Democrat. I was born a Democrat. Look up the word Democrat. Look up the etymology and you will find out. Look and see what democracy means. And you'll be like, damn. Look at the origin of it. Look at what it means. Don't just go by and say, I'm a Democrat. I was born a Democrat. I'm a Republican. I was born a Republican. You're dealing with fucking demons. These folks done took your land and all the resources that was erected from your land, your ancestors' land right here, Turtle Island. They took it. But these same people got y'all fighting and arguing and shit, talking about, well, why they doing that to Ukraine? They do that. Listen. Y'all worried about, look, illegal immigrants. Just think about who's doing this shit. The same people that in 1868 and in 1870 didn't want your ass free. They didn't want you to have a right to vote. And they didn't want to get rid of the runaway slave, which are modern day cops. The Democrat. That's why he put 250,000. That's why he did the crime bill. Right now, opioids and this here fentanyl problem, let me tell you something. I remember because I was there during the crack era, from the start to the finish, and it ain't over with. Anybody, if your ass was on crack, they locked you up. You ain't have to commit no crime. But look at this here fentanyl and this opioid. They send them to facilities, 5-star facilities. I'm trying to talk to somebody this morning now. Now, I don't even want to talk about Hillary ass. It's an evil ass woman. Today, you're going to feel an energy shift in this country. You're going to feel an energy shift. Because we are chartering uncharted territory, folks, on this land. Don't matter what you believe, on this land. Ever since this man, a private citizen like you and I, ever since this man come down that escalator summer 2015, every Republican and every damn Democrat was against this man. Always remember, don't go with the masses. Go with the anytime we say God has a chosen few, that means you can't be a part of the masses. You shouldn't be. If whatever you believe in, you call yourself chose 144,000, 12,000, 2,000, 115, whatever your religion said the chosen ones is, that you are not part of the masses. Now, the masses don't even want to deal with Trump. They didn't want to be bothered with this man. Period. Now, we ain't going to talk about fair and square because that shit will never happen in this country. Ever. It has never happened. Ever. And it's not going to start now. Ever. It was built on, just think like the Tower card, built on faulty foundation. And let me tell y'all something. Don't you ever think that America can't fall. Her mama failed Britain, and her grandmama Rome failed, and her great-great-grandmama Greeks failed. There's failure in this blood. They need your energy to stay in power. Don't ever forget that fucking shit. I don't care what color they are in Washington. Everybody's been against this man. Listen, as a private citizen, like I said in the other video, how many men you know, women too, but how many men you know that has ever paid for sex? Think about this shit now. I want y'all to think about this shit. And while you thinking about that, I want you to think about, just ask yourself the question. Well, I wonder how many politicians in Washington has ever paid for sex. Think about this shit before you answer. So you telling me just because Trump pockets is a little bit deeper than yours, and most of those politicians in Washington, he spent $100,000, $130,000 of his personal money, not campaign money, his personal money. I'm going somewhere with this. His personal money. I didn't vote for Trump, neither time. He spent his personal money on a trip. Just like every other man, woman in this here world has done. Those who have done it. By the millions in this country. He was a private citizen. Now, fast forward, let's go back a little further. I just told y'all, Clinton has got oral sex. He got a blowjob while he was president in the Oval Office. Fact. While president. Fact. This man ain't even president, coming down the damn escalator, and they already own his ass. Now they impeach him twice, when he was gone and when he was there. Listen to me good, folks. Y'all got to see what's going on. Don't worry about the masses. Just pay attention, because the energy is shifting today in this country. If you go back and look at the reading that I shared with y'all pertaining to what's going to be the outcome for 1600 Pennsylvania Avenue next year in November, it's going to shock a lot of people. I told y'all, at some point, somebody going to watch that video, get that video out, and they're going to share it. But what you don't already know is I've already got a couple of emails. All right. This is a fact. They've caught Obama in hotel rooms with his gay lover, even when he was senator, even since he's been president. Two of his ex-people he was dealing with, they killed him. Facts. Don't y'all get me started now, because they ain't gonna do nothing but block me off of YouTube. Like they shut me down 6 times on Facebook. Now, I told everybody back in 2016, Before long, we'll be in a new currency. I've done so many videos teaching on the restart and the reset, the afterlife and the aftermath. Some of y'all getting ready to witness some shit that you thought that you never see as a human. Not an American, a human. That's been going on for so many years, especially when Pluto was in Aquarius and in Capricorn the last time, 200 and some years ago. All the way back from 17, I want y'all to pay attention because you got different calendars. They got y'all on one calendar, but they got another calendar. Listen, so between 17, I want you to remember this now, between 1788 to 1809, the early years, what they call the early years. Folks, please go back and see what these damn Masons was doing and how they were setting this shit up. Trump, like him or not, if they gonna lock Trump up, listen to me good, y'all. I want y'all to pay attention so that way y'all won't have to say you didn't hear it or I ain't know all this. I'm telling you what's going on. And I've been sharing this here for a few years now on social media. I used to preach about this shit. I stopped preaching about it. I just talk about it, teach it, whatever. When you see Trump in that Manhattan courthouse today, I want y'all to remember, just like for those that wasn't born, and they say, where was you at when they assassinated? I'm not talking about Trump going to be assassinated. I'm talking about, listen, where were you at when they assassinated Kennedy? Anybody alive can remember where they was and what they was doing. Where were you when they assassinated Martin Luther King? I was there in Memphis, Tennessee when they did it. In fact, my dad worked for the same sanitation department that was striking. He was a foreman. I'm telling y'all some true history now. Listen. Today is going to be one of those days. Where were you at when they indicted Trump? And if they put a mug shot of this man, remember that mug shot for the rest of your life. You know why? Because this man will be president if they do it. Go back and look at the other video and the other conversation that I shared last week. Now, this is getting ready to change the scope. Everything's going to change going forward, starting today. Because listen to me, they only have who? Who is they? The establishment. They only have until January the 20th of 2025 to get back on their agenda. The Democrats must win at all costs. Why? Because they're part of the globalists. You got members of the Republican Party. They are part of the globalists. It's like good cop, bad cop. You get somebody from the streets, private citizen, who did shit like me and you did shit, who's done some illegal shit like me and you have done it. Your ass ain't locked up. And some of y'all have done far worse than Trump. But your ass ain't locked up. My ass ain't locked up. When they booked this man today, this is the day that goes down in infamy. Just like they said on December the 7th, 19, whatever that was, when Pearl Harbor, when they bombed. And when they said, when the president, this will be a day that will go down in infamy. I'm telling y'all, this is going to be a day that's going to go down in infamy. And let me tell you something. Anytime you can get a state district attorney to indict a former president and the leading candidate for a presidential party, a political party, and they use a black man. Listen to me. This history in this country just because you see somebody look like you, see somebody look like you, and you think they down with you. Bullshit. You've been divorcing people and having problems with people and family, and you've had more problems. I want y'all to think so, try. We have had more problems with people that look like us in our lifetime on the surface than people that don't look like you. Now, they're using a black man, like they used the black man in 2015 to usher in modern day Sodom and Gomorrah. Don't come telling me this is a Christian nation. Don't nobody come telling me that shit. This is not a nation based on Christ consciousness values. If you don't know what Christ consciousness is, it's not a person. If you don't know if you don't know that the war on consciousness goes back almost 2,500 years, you don't understand what I'm talking about. The war ain't on. It ain't the color war. It ain't a race war. It's a conscious war. It's a spiritual war. So they're going to use another black man. They use Obama to bring in what? The abomination made desolate. They use Obama to bring in same sex, folks. That's Greek. That's Roman. That's paganism. They're getting ready to use a black man to change the course of history in this country. Do y'all see the setup? And next in line is going to be Kamala Harris. Watch and see what happens in 2024. If she don't get her ass out of there, she's next. Let me show you something. Let me show y'all something. I'm just dropping some receipts. Where do we go from here? Listen. Let me give y'all a recap. In 1866, in 1868, 1870, go Google it and see what happened. Every Democrat voted for you not to be free and have your land. Every Democrat voted for you not to have a right to vote. Every Democrat. And watch. And every Democrat voted to keep the slave patrol policing runaway slaves. People used to get $20 for every scalp. Back then, $20 was some money. And the Democratic Party, the president you got in office right now, is the same descendants as the same ones that said you do not have a right to vote, to be free. And we must keep the slave patrol. That same descendant named Joseph Biden passed that crime bill. That same descendant was with the man standing beside that black man that ushered in the abomination made desolate in this country, according to your own book in Revelation and in Daniel. This same man was with that black man. This same man called Obama, and when Obama wasn't no senator or nothing, Obama was just a small-time politician, probably still in school back in the mid-90s on the south side of Chicago. When the words were spoken on the Senate floor by Joe Biden, I don't want my wife, my mother, my daughters, nobody around these savage beasts. He was talking about us. Go back and listen to him say it. Now, this same man that called us savage beasts they was able to convince this brother to get him as a running mate. The same motherfucker that betrayed us. I got friends right now still locked up from his crime bill. I got friends on death row because of his crime bill. This same man that was with Barack Obama, I'm giving y'all some receipts and facts, was right there beside Obama when the Pope came to America in 2015 to do the ceremony at a private secret society location. The Pope came. That's one of the 13. Now I know I can get in trouble. Don't matter. I don't fear death. Literally. He was right there. In 2015 with Obama, when they passed that law, this is when all of your civil rights went out of the door. When they passed that law, same-sex marriage, when they passed that law, the Dream Act, you was done. Politically, economically, all that shit, civil rights, all that shit. Reparations, all that shit. The last reparation you gonna get, and the only one that you ever gotten, was a damn stimulus check when they locked this damn place down. It was the Democrats that locked it down. During the lockdown, this same man that called you and I savage beasts, this time he went and worked with a sister, if you will, Kamala Harris. Listen to me, folks. Some of the worst shit that's going to happen in the past 50 years, they using our people as fucking puppets. Listen. So you got Obama, ushers in, abomination made desolate. You get Kamala Harris during the lockdown, you get her in there and put her over the damn border. They can blame Kamala Harris for any goddamn fentanyl. Listen to me. They can blame her for fentanyl. If you ever said why is the gay community getting all the rights that we don't get? Blame your Obama. When you say, dog, these Hispanics, and I ain't got nothing against these Hispanic brothers and sisters. When you say the Hispanics, they giving them everything. They let these Hispanics come across the border give them their card. They're classified as white, and they're going to be forced to vote Democrat. Democrats, they work with the goddamn drug cartels. I'm trying to tell you what the fuck going on. Now, they use Kamala Harris, a black person, woman. And they going to blame all of this border shit on her. Why? Because Biden put her ass over it. They're like, they put Barack Obama over with giving away, selling you out your reparations, if you will, for those that want. I don't want no damn reparation. Give me my damn land and take us off of your damn books. Get your ass out of here. I want no damn reparation, no damn 40 acres in a damn mule. Listen. The third, 3 strikes now. The third black person that's going to change the course. I'm giving y'all people that they are using, the powers that be, that's changing the course of history globally, especially in this country. They're using people of color to do it with. Now, they didn't use Barack to take away your civil rights and any other kind of power. They have gay rights. They ain't got no damn black rights. I said they got gay rights, not black rights. You ain't got no damn rights no more. You fighting and trying to help the very people that's hurting you from a political standpoint. They use that black man. Then they use the black woman, Kamala Harris. They're going to blame all of this fentanyl, all of this shit that's getting ready to come up. Guess what? Biden, they can say, well, Kamala Harris was over the border. She don't know shit. She a puppet. Third, they're going to use another black man to change the course of history. Again, the border changes the course of history. Same-sex marriages in this country. Now they'll say I'm violating their rights. God damn it, y'all ain't did shit for me and my damn folks since you took our shit. Don't come telling me, well, you know, you can't talk about. I talk about whatever the fuck I want to talk about. They using our own people against us. So when you start complaining about you ain't getting no more food stamps, you ain't got no money, you ain't got this, you ain't got this, you ain't got this, you ain't got that. All you got to do is say, okay, then, well, why I ain't got it? Because they getting it all to the Hispanic people. Who letting the Hispanic people in? Kamala Harris and Joe Biden? Because they don't want you to be focused on. They do not want you to be focused on his crackhead ass son. Because why? He said all crackheads were savage beasts. He said all gang members were savage beasts. He said people of color are savage beasts, regardless if they had a hard upbringing. He said that shit on the Senate floor. 1994 and 1995, y'all. Go back and watch the tape. So this same man that he said he don't want you around his wife, his mother, his daughter, because we're savage beasts. How the hell you ain't heard this damn lady say shit about you? Look at that, they blocking my other device. You ain't heard them say shit about you. Tell me what Jill Biden has said or done for your black ass. Tell me. This man go down there and give $10 billion to HBCUs every damn year. $10 billion. Barack Obama ain't gave him shit. The Democratic Party that y'all vote for, listen, it shouldn't be a poor ass, underfunded HBCU in this damn country with a damn Democrat president that y'all rushed out here and voted for and ain't did shit for you. Look at your damn communities. Look at your damn schools in your community. Look at the jobs and the wages that you pay, that you working for. Look at how they took your businesses in this damn lockdown. Y'all better wake up, because today, just like in 2015 and in 2020 and now in 2023, listen, I've been trying to tell folks, that cycle is over with. This country is getting ready to go into a national Saturn return. Listen to me good. We are in revolution energy. We are in fate energy. Damn your party. You're going to wake up and they're going to have, Biden already got a whole new currency. They got to implement all this shit between now and January the 20th, 2025. Because come January 20th, 2030, they need millions of our asses gone. All right, now. They using a black man today, Bragg. His last name is only befitting. And they're going to use this brother to change the course of history in this fucking country. Then guess what? Y'all can't blame nobody for shit. You can't blame nobody for all of your rights and privileges you getting ready to lose. Why? Because Barack Obama, those rights goes to the same sex now. You ain't got no fucking civil rights. You down with that? You're going to get you some rights. Don't complain about the Hispanics that's getting everything. They're paying some of these families. They had to pay. Listen, the ACLU had to sue Biden, and Biden knew they was going to get sued. It was all a setup. And in October of 2021, the ACLU sued the Biden administration. And those families end up getting millions each family. You ain't heard from their asses. They got to let them come across the border. You know why? Because they in a lawsuit because of what they did to these kids and separated these families and all of this here shit. They lost in the International Tribunal Court. And the only person that can stop that shit now is somebody like Trump. All right. So they're using a black woman to eventually put the blame on Kamala Harris because they put her over the border. Y'all see? So don't complain. Don't complain. They cut my stamp. They cut my Social Security. They cut this. They cut this. Why the Hispanics coming across the border? They getting all the damn jobs. Just look right at Biden and Kamala Harris. Don't look at nobody else now. Don't go to blaming. There's 5 million new folks in this country. A person from Haiti, Jamaica, Cuba, they won't even let come. They got to come through the south borders of Mexico. They won't let them come over here like they let Europeans, foreigners come over here. The DREAM Act wasn't for you. It was against you. That's an American dream for somebody to come across the border with nothing and end up living in 5-star hotels and then putting them in housing communities that they built from them, started building for these people when Obama was president, when Clinton was president. No knocking, because they're going to use them folk just like they used us. However, now today, they're going to use a black man again to alter and change the course of history in this country. Because why? It's the agenda. By the time justice, spiritual justice, by the time karma, by the time Pluto in Aquarius catch up with the White House in this country, y'all, I'm telling you, this shit gonna fall like a domino effect because of the stuff that y'all don't know. They got y'all distracted with all kind of shit. We got a president, former president, that got a blowjob while he was in the Oval Office. Now we got another former president that paid for some, if you will, when he was a private citizen. He wasn't in the Oval Office. But they gonna lock him up. And the shit's long and gone and over with. And they're gonna use a brother to do it. Now, I hope that brother, that DA in New York, I wish him best and safe journey. But let me tell you something. After the day, if his ass something happened to that brother, it was all planned that way. They didn't want the blood on their hand. They didn't want the blood of Obama. They didn't want the blood of Sodom, modern day Sodom and Gomorrah on their hand. That's why they had Barack Obama to do it. Because how can you say this and then say this is a Christian nation, knowing that God gonna destroy Sodom and Gomorrah? They wanted to have sex with angels according to their own stories in their own book. Now, if God gonna tell Lot, tell your wife, don't look back. Tell her she look back, I'm gonna turn her ass into a pillar of salt. She look back, she's a pillar of salt. Y'all see what I'm talking about? All right. They got y'all scared to look back and check out your history, even recent history, because they got y'all thinking y'all gonna turn to a fucking pillar of salt if you turn back, if you look back. But if y'all look back further enough, everything that I'm saying, you was here when it happened. This is a day that's going to go down in infamy. I don't give a damn what your color is or your political party. I don't care what your religion is. The stage is being set. And when you become third and fourth class citizen, melanated people in this country, the only people you can blame is people that look like you. And politically, you can only blame a party that you supported. Quit talking about what we ain't got. All of these major cities that we live in, why they got to be democratically led cities? You can't complain about crime in New York when the DA and the chief of police and the mayor, all of them look like you and I. So for all of y'all that's struggling in New York and going through crime problem, you got to blame the folk that look like y'all. See how they use y'all to set y'allself up? They did this same shit back in Pluto and Aquarius between 1766 and 1809. Use your own people, your own party to sell you out. It's exactly what they did. They're going to use your party again to sell you out. This mugshot, if they, listen, they got the gag order on this man. They want to put the gag order on this man. For some money he spent, excuse my French, for his own personal money, that he bought some pussy long time ago before he was president. Y'all better realize what the fuck's going on. But you got another president that y'all voted for, black folk. He got his thing sucked in the Oval Office. Y'all didn't say lock his ass up. His wife with Pizzagate. Y'all didn't say lock her ass up. Benghazi. Y'all didn't say lock her ass up and Obama's ass up. Gaddafi's supposed to be still living. Y'all don't even talk about these people. They go, listen, all of that fentanyl, all of that damn fentanyl, 70,000 people dead last year because of fentanyl, and they letting this shit come right across the damn border. All right, don't be complaining now, because it's getting ready to be a revolution in this country. I don't want to go all over, out of the way and say civil war, but there's definitely a civil war been going on in Washington, D.C. since 2012. Civil war. This will be the mug shot for those that can remember. You watch on TV, they show that picture. I've been to that library in Dallas, Texas, where his car was going by and he was shot, Kennedy. Y'all seen that picture, that footage. Y'all seen the footage of where Jesse Jackson is up there with Martin Luther King with Ralph Abernathy, and they point over there at the other building. I know where that building at in Memphis. Been there, took pictures, took folks there and everything. Now y'all gonna remember this here situation with Trump. Your grandchildren will be talking about this shit. If we are still a nation by the end. Totalitarianism. It's where we headed. A damn banana republic. They go, this boy Biden, this crackhead boy Biden boy, can go over here to Ukraine, to Russia, and China. Everywhere his dad is running shit. A crackhead. His dad passed a crime bill. Listen at this shit. His dad passed a crime bill and called all crackheads savage fucking beasts. All gang members selling crack, savage beasts. But they let that shit come here. Ain't no crack growing in no cocaine plants growing in no damn Harlem, Southside Chicago, Detroit, Philly. They can protect you from a nuclear threat, but they can't stop this very shit that's destroying us. It's a setup. It's a game. Now they're going to use a brother, the third African-American in the last cycle. But now we're entering as a nation into a Saturn return. I told y'all, a lot of y'all going to be humanitarians in the future. There's going to be major crises in this country. Don't think America is exempt. How in the hell America going to be exempt and got some God on their side when that God knows how they started this country? There's a Saturn return. There's the date of destiny. There's the date of fate for every damn nation. It's America's turn. Now, I'm telling y'all now, you ain't got to see what I see. You don't even have to know what I know. Just open up your eyes and you'll see. You ain't got to like this man. You ain't got to go vote for this man. Just open your eyes and see what the fuck's going on. If they can do this shit to him, you ain't shit. And they damn sure don't like you melanated people. Keep thinking they do. They started, listen, Nashville, Tennessee. The last mass, well, it ain't the last one. They had two more since then. Nashville, Tennessee, last week. 111, as I say this. You got a transgender girl who hated that damn school that her parents had her to go to when she was a kid because they taught against what the Bible said. Husband, wife, not same sex, but she was gay. And her parents knew it. But when she did what she did, killing them 6 people, Biden, the first thing that they started talking about is the Democratic leaders, is they started supporting the damn girl because she was transgender and saying that there's hate and backlash coming against her because fuck that. You done killed 6 damn people. I don't care if you're a man, woman, or both, or a girl, a cat, or a dog. You done went in the church and into a school that you used to go to. And you done killed 6 people. They are protesting for her. And she's gone. See how they use folk as pawns and shit? All this shit stink all the way to hog fucking heaven. Where were you at where were you at? What was you doing when you saw President Donald Trump's mugshot or when he was fingerprint? Remember where you listen, put that time and date. That is an energy shift. You don't have to believe me. It's where we go from here that's getting ready to be scary. Because now the Republicans are going to say what? All our political enemies. See, here's the thing that they messed up at. Delaware, listen, y'all get ready. Because they coming after them Bidens. You're going to find a Republican. I'm telling y'all, it's a political war again. The civil war in this country or the revolution in this country or the martial law lockdown in this country is going to be because it's politically based 41-41, as I say that change. And it's all going to start because of a black man that they using as a puppet to take down a president that they know if he get back in office, ooh, if it's a such thing as clean house, He gonna clean house. We've been praying. Now I'm on this channel. I understand. I ain't calling no names, but on this channel, we've been praying. The person that started this channel, me. Our folks been praying to God ever since they say we've been coming over here off of slave boats. Same God, but that God, you found out about that God after you got off of that boat. That's what happened. You didn't know this God when you got on that boat, your ancestors. You didn't know this God before they came to this land. You didn't know that God. And that same God, we still out here begging. We still own less than 1/2 of 1% of this nation's wealth, calling on the same God that the people that took your land, they introduced you to this book and this God. Before this book, you didn't know this God. Let's not go the religious route. I have Christian acceptance from a Christ consciousness standpoint. Islam, Judaism, you know why? Because all of these religions and all of these characters was based on a truth and a spiritual way of life by people that look like you and I on this land and all over this globe. You can't come and tell me that the oldest people on the planet and we still digging up our ancestors that are millions of years old all over the world. But then you telling me that some God in the sky that people talked about in a book that took your shit and their religion is only 2,000 and some years old versus millions of years. So you going to tell me that they're using the herbs, the medicine, the math, the science, the agriculture, they're using everything that they learned from the oldest people on the planet, but we supposed to believe them and their books and their gods. Not again. Now that's on this channel. On somebody else's channel, hey, the Christian, the Catholic God is king. This channel, the Christian or the Catholic God is not king. Period. Again, I said this is for informational purposes only. The views and opinions on this here channel, I'm willing to stand 10 toes down and 10 toes up on it. With facts, proof, and evidence of everything. I don't even talk about shit unless it had already happened or it's going to happen or I got receipts. I will not continue to pray to the God of my enemies or my ancestors' enemies. Period. You're welcome to do so. Until somebody go and prove to me that there's a God in the sky that came and told my ancestors, hey, look, I don't like what y'all doing. Y'all know too much about science. Y'all know too much about math. Y'all know too much about spirituality. Y'all know too much about agriculture. Y'all the oldest people on the planet. I created y'all first, but I don't want to deal with y'all no more. I'm going to deal with these Greeks, these Romans, and these damn Europeans. Now, until you can go and prove that transition where the God of these books told your ancestors, we're going to give the power to these here pales. We're going to give the power to people that look like you. They're down with these here religions. We're going to give them the power. Why? Sold out. The universe don't see the universe. Listen, the sun, the moon, the stars, the planets, the galaxies, the deities, whatever you call it, they don't give two damn dead flies with the wings plucked out about no religion, no governments, no fucking political, who's the world leader, who ain't the world leader. They don't, the universe and spirit source, the elements, nature, don't give a shit about that. You think the moon care about your God? You think the sun care about your God? You can't take that book and prove that that God put that sun and that moon out there. You can't. Only thing you're going to have is that book. I can walk outside and look up in the sky on a sunny day and know that the elements of creation is the reason why that sun is there. Wasn't no masculine male, no man. He, God said, I'm a spirit, and if you go worship me in spirit and in truth. First spirit, he says, I'm God, I'm a spirit. God ain't no person. God ain't no he. God ain't no she. I'm more than tarot. I know more than tarot. Wait. But when y'all see Trump's mugshot, if you see it, and if they issue a gag order today, just remember I said it. Now, it will be a day that goes down in political infamy in this country. This will lay the ground frame for the reset, for the restart. Don't be surprised if you look up next year in November and the same man that they get that mug shot from today be back in the Oval Office. Don't be shocked now. Don't be shocked. That's all I'm saying. Don't be shocked. But I'm telling y'all, just think. The same president that's in office is responsible for 3 African Americans while he's in their control, or in other words, Barack, they used that brother to take away your civil rights and any laws protecting you as a people by allowing same-sex marriage. They used a brother for that. They used a sister and put her over the border. Big, huge failure. So they used a brother to usher in modern-day Sodom and Gomorrah. Go read your book. Don't come talking to me about this shit. Now, that same man, Biden, was there with Obama. We ain't got that sister. Now he's over this same brother, this DA in Manhattan, New York. That's going to change this here nation forever, politically. Then who you going to blame? Don't y'all go out blaming. Listen, if you start blaming any goddamn body after the day for all the bullshit that's getting ready to come down through the pipeline, just remember who did it. There should be no people of color, no melanated people this day going forward complaining about a goddamn thing in this country. 45 as I say this, endings. Don't, when this shit start crushing and falling down, don't complain. Trollers. Don't start complaining. Because this shit's finna shift. today. Watch the energy in this country today. Watch it. Watch and see what I say. Go back and look at the video from last week. Go back and look at the video from last year, right on this channel. I said, where do we go from here? I'm telling y'all, it's getting ready to be totally fucked up around America. Now keep thinking, if the Greeks fail, they empire. If the Medo-Persian, their empire. The Romans, their empire. The British, their empire. If they'd have left the dynasty and Kemet alone, it would still be that dynasty today. They stopped it in the 32nd dynasty and ushered in the Ptolemy period, the 33rd dynasty, where you had pale people trying to say they was pharaohs and shit. And the shrine of Ptah, where you get the origin of masonry. They started and took that in the 33rd dynasty. It was switched. Y'all better listen to me now. This shit's coming back around now because your ancestors and source, if you will, and those that be, this shit's finna shift. You getting ready to see some shit that you ain't never saw. You can be like, damn, are we in America? Yeah. Welcome. Yeah, you still in America. It's just getting ready to be fucked up out here. All because of the oldest occupation on the planet. Because of a prostitute. Do you know how much sex is bought every day? Think about this shit. Men and women, you don't know how much money will exchange today because of sex. What? You talking about a hypocritical ass damn country? And don't forget now, God, Christianity is their religion. That's the God they trust in. The same God you call on Sundays is the same God that's leading these people. But now see, God, you don't, I'm trying to tell y'all, now it's all a damn game. Now you ain't got to believe me. Keep living. But the people that you're going to have to blame for your situation right now, the people that you can blame is the very people you keep voting for, and your vote don't count. You ain't going to see no improvement. We own more shit back in the 1930s than we own now as a people. We own more shit before the Civil War. We own more shit before the Civil War than we own now as a people on our land. We own more land then than we do now, and we got more money now than we had back then. Y'all see how this shit work? As long as you got a social security number or a birth certificate number, you belong to a corporation. By the time most of y'all die, there will have been at least $9 million made off of your social security number and your birth certificate number. 9 million minimum, because you're partially owned by the British corporation. The Queen Bee royal family, they get their cut every month when you pay taxes. Now you get a man that comes along Similar to you, got skeletons in the closet, did shit that you did. Y'all remember, as far as a black man, melanated man, if you will, I remember when I was younger, there was three Europeans that most black men, they was cool with. I ain't said they like them, they was just cool with them. And that was Hugh Hefner, Playboy, Al Pacino, and Trump. Trump have been around more black people than any other president in history other than Obama. Y'all done been to his casinos. Y'all got pictures with him. Y'all done put him in y'all's raps. Y'all done put Al Pacino in y'all rap. Y'all done put Hugh Hefner's in y'all raps and into y'all culture. But then when someone that looks like you, that you've added to your culture years ago, or you accepted, black folks before Trump ran for president, didn't nobody black have anything bad to say about Trump other than people that did business with his ass. And just like you and I, he did some crooked shit. Yeah. Let's leave that aside, though, because we all have. Remember, Clinton got his little thing sucked while he was in the Oval Office as president. They trying to lock this brother up, or this white man up, or this president up, because he bought some pussy. Let's keep it 100. Before he was president. Y'all see how it worked? One private man, private citizen, go out there and spend some money and get him some. He paid a big price for it, too. The other one over here, he in the Oval Office, all he got to do is rear back in his chair. Oh, Monica, baby, oh, Monica. But he ain't even never got indicted, no fingerprint, no damn mugshot. And he got his shit done in the Oval Office. If you see a mugshot of Donald Trump today, if you see a mugshot of Donald Trump today, you will remember it for the rest of your life like you remember the picture and the images you saw when they killed Kennedy and when they killed King. This mugshot will be the most you, and guess what? It's going to make him even more powerful. And I guarantee you, soon as this day is over with, they are going after Biden's crackhead son that he locked up millions of people because of crack cocaine. And your own fucking son is a fucking crackhead and pays for pussy and get money for foreign countries sitting on boards. A crackhead. Marion Barry of Washington, D.C., Chocolate City, when they had him, that picture with him smoking crack, they got rid of him, and he was the mayor. This young crackhead, this damn crackhead, he ain't young no more. Ain't nobody doing shit. This crackhead can go to foreign countries, sit on boards, and get millions. A fucking crackhead. And his daddy and shit spent billions on the war on drugs because of the crack epidemic. Y'all better get this shit. I'm gone. Peace. Y'all see a mug shot of Trump, we're into a whole new energy shift in this country. Y'all be safe.